I actually forgot to start recording, but let's see. Share my screen. All right, so let's go to Facebook. Then let's go to the ads manager. Make sure you're in the correct ad account as well too. Sometimes your Facebook may be connected to different accounts or different pages, so just make sure you're in the correct one. So I'll go here, make sure I'm on 17th because that's what I'm talking about. All right, so can create a campaign. Want to do conversions once again. All right, so let's just call this campaign retargeting. And then I'll just say, I'll just use Red Trailblazer, because that's the name of the product that we're going to be testing out. So we're just going to go with the Red Trailblazer. So just name it something where you can keep track of it very easily. It's something like that has a good naming convention, right? So the ad set, or turn off the CBO at first. Once you find some success, then you can go ahead and duplicate that and then actually use the CBO. But until then, just spend, $5 to $10 a day, like I said before. So go to new ad set. Now your ad set, just name it after what you want to retarget. So let's just say one of them would be website visitors. Right. So we're gonna go website visitors. We do add to carts. We can do engage, Instagram engage, Instagram likes or anything like that. So we'll try out a different few things to like retarget. So I'll just have the first one as website visitors, right? So then, let's go back here to our ad set. So I'm scrolling down. Let's just say we want to spend $10, then make it start the next day. So we'll have it start on Friday. A.m. All right, so here's where you actually target people right here. So you have your audiences. So this is where we would actually select our website visitors. But if you haven't created a custom audience, I'll show you how to do that once again. So you can actually import that customer or that custom audience or access that custom audience. You have to first create an audience. So I believe I already have it created on my end. So if I try to do it, it's probably going to say that it's already created, but go to your audiences on business tools and then go to create audience. And then what you want to do is you want to do a custom audience, right? So let's just say the first one we had was website visitors, right? So your sources, basically, what is the source that you want to pull from, the data source that you want to pull from? So we want to pull from our website. So the 17th watch is pixel, make sure that your pixel is set up. And then you just have all your website visitors, right? That's one of them that we want to do. So we can do all website visitors within the last 30 days. You could try 7 days, you could try 30 days, you could try 60 days. I'll go with 30 for now. We'll try 30 out and see how that works. But so then you have your audience name. You can say website visits, 30 days or something like that. 30 days, whatever makes sense for you. And then you just create that audience. right? So now we have one audience. So let's just say we're going to create another audience. So I'll go to custom audience. And then another one you can use is you can pull from your website once again, but you want to do the top 25% of visitors, right? So visitors by time spent, and then you could do 25%, or you could try 10%. Let's try 10% actually. So then you do it within the last 30 days. I'll just keep it at 30 days. And then you do top 10%, and then 30D is what I'll say. So then we have another audience. So then let's create another one. So another one you could try is your Instagram account, right? We're gonna be actually using, or I'm actually gonna be using pictures from Instagram, our content from Instagram that people already engaged with. So that's a good idea to retarget those people. If I'm already gonna be pulling from the Instagram account and using content from the Instagram account, we can retarget those people too. So let's just go Instagram account, make sure that you have the right account. So you can try everyone who engaged with your professional account, anyone who visited your professional account's profile, and anyone people who engage with any post or ad as well too. So we can try those 3 different things. So let's just try this first one. You can do 365, you can do 180, you can do 60, you can do 30. Let's try 180. So we'll try 180 and see how that does. So then we'll just say professional account 180. So basically it's going to look for anybody who engaged with your Instagram account within the last 180 days. I'll say, all right, let's just say, for example, you had like a lot of traffic going to your page within the last 30 days, or maybe it was within the last 60 days, then maybe that data may be more accurate. So you want to try that, and maybe it might give you better results. So let's just say you actually been doing Instagram shout outs, but you only been doing them within the last, 30 days or so. So that pulling from that, the last 30 days may be more accurate, or it may be it may convert better than pulling from 180. So it all depends. I'll say for us, 180 would probably be the best, because you go to 180, that kind of goes into last year. So we could probably pull from like when we had our Christmas sales, or when we had our Black Friday sales, or whatever the case is. So we're still in May, so I'll probably pull from like, November, December, or whatever the case is. So we'll go 180. So professional account 180D, and then you can create your audience. And then let's create one more. But these are all different things that you can try pretty much and retarget these people. So let's do Instagram account again, right? So then we already had professional account. So let's do people who engage with any post or ad. So let's do 180 again. Audience name, and then we'll just say, make sure you pull from the right thing. Almost did that incorrectly. So it should be your brand's name. So 180 days, and then we'll go, let's see, Instagram, engage, I don't know, post or ad. And then let's just say 180D, right? So that's another one you could test. And then I guess I'll do one last one. Let's just do add to carts, or you can do add to carts as well too. So let's go to website. So you have all website visitors. So you can do add to cart. You can do page views as well too. View content, initiate checkout. So the more data you have on these different type of events, then the better it's going to be. Sometimes these will not pop up for you if you don't have enough events. So you may not even be able to retarget those events. So it depends on how much traffic that you're bringing to your website. So let's just do add to carts, right? And then we'll do add to carts in the last 30 days. So say add a cart 30 days, right? So then we have this audience as well, right? So now we can target these different type of things. We got add a cart, we got Instagram engaged in any poster ad, we got people engaged with a professional account, top 10% of website visitors. And then we got website visits the last 30 days. And if we could create more, you can test initiate checkout, you can test add payment info, you can test all those different type of things. But basically what you want to do is you just want to retarget these type of people. So make sure you test out those things as well. I'm just kind of giving you the basics of, what you want to do. So once we have those, once we created those type of people to target, those audiences, then what we can do is we can go back to our campaign, right? Which is right here. Don't know. What just happened? All right, so we go back to our campaigns and then we have the red trailblazer, right? So we can go back to edit it. So right here, we have website visitors, right? So all we want to do is we want to pull from those actual audiences, right? Whatever the name of your ad set is, pull from there. So we have website visitors, last 30 days, right? So don't worry about this. Basically saying that it won't pull from any updated iOS devices, but just ignore that for now. And that is it. Take off the detailed targeting expansion. All right, so that's off. So then once again, scroll down. I don't know what's going on, why everything is moving so slow. Once again, manual placements. Like I said last week, take off the audience network and the messenger. You just want to do Facebook and Instagram. You can do Facebook and Instagram stories and then Facebook and Instagram news feeds. So take off Facebook Marketplace, take off video reels. You could do the Explore page too. I don't use the Explore page, but you could try that as well. Take these off, make sure you have the stories on, take the search off, and that should be it. All right, so now you're good to go for that ad set and then your actual creative. So once again, try out. So if you already tested creatives that were working before in previous campaigns, so let's just say you did a lookalike campaign or you did a cold targeting campaign, and you already figured out what image you want to use. So you always start off with 2 images, but if you already figured out the one you want to use, you can just duplicate that and just use that one. You see that it's performing better than using the 2 images and one of them is not performing as well. Once you do this, then you could just go ahead and go with that image. But if not, just start off with the 2 images, see how they perform. And then eventually you can duplicate that, increase your budget and see which one is performing well. If both of them are, then duplicate your budget and use both of them. If only one of them are, turn it off for the other one. And then, increase your budget for the one image that you use or whatever the case is. So we'll just say red trailblazer, right? And then image 1. So I'm kind of doing what I did last week. So if you weren't here last week, then I'm just going over kind of like the same type of idea of how to set everything up. But if you were, then you kind of already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the existing post, and then I'm going to search for that specific image of that watch that I'm looking for. So usually I like to have, when I'm writing my Instagram post, I like to have the name of the product that I'm selling. This way I can search for it when I'm doing ads. It's easier to find. But I'm just looking for something that has, a good amount of comments, good amount of likes, because that's going to pop up when that ad shows the people. So it already has some type of engagement on it. So once again, your call to action should be shop now. and then where you want to actually send these people. So I want to send them to that specific product page, right? So I'll go to 17th watches, and then I'll look for the red trailblazer. Here it goes right here. So then I'm just taking that URL, and that's where I'm directing people towards, is that red trailblazer page, right? So make sure that when it says events that you select the pixel ID, and that's good to go, right? Main required, all domains, pixel event. Okay, so all right, so we're good to go now, right? So what I want to do is I just want to duplicate this and then choose another image. I don't know why my computer is running so slow today, but anyways, I would just change this. So now we're gonna do an image 2, right? So second image, right? Change the post. We're gonna look for red trailblazer once again. So just look for the name of the product that you want to sell, or search for the type of content that you want to use. So if it's a video, like, figure out what the caption was for that video so you can easily search for it, right? So we'll use this one right here. So then we're good to go. We already have the shop now. We already have the URL, that's correct. We already have the event, right? So all we have to do is just go in and duplicate these. And then we want to test those other audiences that we have, and retarget them pretty much. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just duplicate it twice, just so you get the idea of what's going on, but you duplicate it as many different audiences that you want to test. So maybe you might want to test, 4 different things or 5 different things. You duplicate those as many as audiences you want to test, pretty much. So let's just say 2, but you'll get the idea of how it works. So we're making 2 copies right now. So we already have our website visitors. That one's good to go. So I'm not going to touch this second one right here, the second ad set. But what I'll do is I'll change this one, right? And then what I'm going to name it is, let's just say add to carts is one that you want to check. So add to carts, right? All you have to do is you have to go in and just change your audience, right? Make sure this detailed targeting expansion is off. But besides that, all you have to do is just go in and change your custom audience, right? So now it's not website visits, right? We already have website visits, so now it's just going to be added carts. All right, so add a cart. Let's see, where'd it go? All right, here it goes. Add a cart 30D. Another thing you could say too is when you're naming it, you could say add a cart 30D, because let's just say that you want to do another add to cart, but you want to do the last 60 days or last 7 days or different type of days. It's best to, be as specific as possible, just so which one you're actually testing on your ad set. So make sure that you put that as well too. I should say website visitors, and then the last 30 days, I believe, is what I chose to. So I should update that as well too. Let me just see. Yeah, so I'll put 30D as well too. Just so you know, because you may want to test, different date ranges or whatever the case is, right? So we got add a cart. Everything else is already good to go. We already got the images and it's going to the correct URL, so we're good. And then let's just say that we want to test something else. So you can test Instagram engage is a good one. Anyone who's engaged with your past, I think it's ads or posts, was a good one that worked for us. So you can try that too. So let me just search for that first when I'm actually doing the audience, and then I'll just name it after that. Oh my God, what's going on? All right, I don't know why my computer's tripping, but basically what I'll do is I'll do Instagram engage, the audience that I created. So anyone who has engaged with any post or ad, let's see. Okay, we should be good now. All right, so right here, once again, I'm just going to the audiences on the ad sets, right? And then right here, Instagram engage any post or ad within the last 180 days. So that's another one. So I'll just say, now I'm naming the ad set name after that. So IG engage. So post or ad. $180. Right. So then you go in and then you test the other ones as well too. So you would test anyone who has visited your professional account, anyone who has engaged with your professional account. Then you could try time spent on website, like the top 10% or the top 25% spent on website. Try that as well too. Try initiate checkout. Just try those different type of audiences pretty much. And what you're doing is you're retargeting to those people. Whatever people fall into that category, that's who you're retargeting when you're doing these ads pretty much. But yeah, try those different ones as well too. And then see how they work as well. So that is pretty much it for your retargeting, how you want to set it up or whatever the case is. Try $5 to $10 a day, see which ad sets are working out, see which actual images are working out, your creatives are working out. Turn the ones off that aren't doing well. Turn the ones off that aren't doing well. Then the ones that are, you can eventually duplicate that into another campaign. Before you do that, let it run for a few days, see how it's working, and see how you know if it's converting or not before you turn them off or before you even duplicate that. But yeah, let it run for a few days first and foremost, because you want to turn things off just because you didn't get results on your first day. You know, you have to let Facebook do its thing before you can actually see whether something is performing well or not. So yeah, that's pretty much how you set up your retargeting though. So you got your campaign, you got your ad set, you got your different ads, your creatives, and then you got your, you know, this is another ad set, this is another ad set. So you got all these ad sets within this actual campaign. And then that's pretty much it. So let's see. All right, y'all. So do you guys have any questions for me real quick? See if I could turn that on. Any questions or comments or anything? All right, it doesn't look like it. So, all right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope you learned some valuable information. Go ahead and test these different things out and then let me know how it works. You can hit me up within the chat. I'll be checking that more. I've been busy these last few weeks, but I'll be checking that more. But yeah, try out these different strategies and see how they work and let me know how it goes. I appreciate y'all and have a good day.